What is going on, friends? It is me again. Sorry, I need to remember to look you in the eye, look over at my camera, and not just randomly some random spot on my phone. But anyway, I wanted to show you my Chicago pen show purchases. I didn't buy a lot, but I did buy just a little bit and a lot of fun stuff. So I cannot wait to show you. And I also took advantage to show off my new hat that Chiquita Banana sent me. Isn't that cool? Like this, in my other account, I was just blowing them up in their DMs and in their comments, like, because they just did an exhibition, I think it was in Florida, where they built a house and it was so cool inside. It was very pop art. They partnered up with this artist, I forget the name, I'm so sorry, but it just looked amazing and I was so over the moon. And then they had sent out these like PR packages, like just swag, to a bunch of people, and I was like, hey, how can we buy this? Because I would love at least a hat, it just looks so cool. Anyway, they're like, sorry, like, we have already sent everything out. But anyway, after like a few weeks, they're like, hey, so we found a few more packages, so give us your address and we'll send you one. I was like, oh my gosh. So that's how I got a hat. I got like 2 inflatable bananas. I'll post a picture right here. What else? Like an exercise rubber band, and then like a cloth type of thing. So that was super cool. So anyway, I just love the yellow and how it goes with the red, and my little cool jean jacket that I ended up making, and I glued on these patches, so I need to like actually sew them on because they're gonna fall apart. But anyway, let's rotate you around so that you can look at my pen show purchases. All right, I may have to zoom you out a little bit just to be able to show you everything, but I have a combination of like pens and like small things that I purchased. So I guess I'm just gonna start with the small things so we can, well, actually, you know what? Let me do it with the notebooks first. I think last time I did like in order of how I purchased it, but yeah, it's not gonna make sense, I don't think, if I do that. So anyway, one of the first things I purchased, well, one of the notebooks I purchased from, I believe it's Notegeist, for $10, is a super cool hardcover dotted notebook from Otter Blotter. Apparently the paper is fountain pen friendly, or at least like holds up pretty well. It is 100 GSM. 96 sheets, 192 pages, and for $10 I was like, let me give it a go, let me try it. It is a synthetic leather. So yeah, I purchased that. Couldn't be $10. That's pretty good. And then the other cool little notebook is a sticker book from Angela over at Inky Converters. It is a slim little sticker book, so which is perfect because I have a bunch of like random little sheets of stickers that I have purchased from like Paper Treats and other small shops, and I can just put them all together and maybe carry it in like my A5 field bag. So that was the only thing I bought as far as like paper / notebooks. One of the like, let's move on to inks. And Papier Plume did a special ink for the show, and I was also muling for some people, so I bought a total of 5 bottles, 1 for myself and 4 for the rest. But yeah, I always love their presentations, and so this time they were inspired by the Faceless Lady here in Chicago, and it's a shimmery ink. It's a greenish shimmery ink, so we'll be swatching that in a bit, but I just want to show you the label. Super cool. Now there was another pen show ink by Angerillium, and this is a blue ink, and it's called Diversity Harbor. It's a limited edition ink, and I think they still have some in their website, so check them out if you can. I think this was like 15 and this was 20. Let me see, what I can't see how much is in here, but that's okay. I'll look it up later. So we'll be swatching that in a bit as well. I'm gonna go ahead and open it just so we are ready. I love their cool little jars. And like, I'm surprised to see that nothing leaks, which is good. And then the last ink that I bought was from Franklin Christoph. And I was super happy because I've been going to, what is going on here? I've been going to the Chicago Pen Show. This is my third year. And I guess during the pandemic, they stopped going to the Chicago Pen Show. So this was their first year back. I think they only had 2 tables, which is a little smaller from what I think I've seen from other shows. So anyway, I didn't buy a pen. Because by the time I got to their table, I think I had already bought 3 pens. So, and I really wanted one that looked like a big wand. And I'll see if I can post a picture so you can see it. But ultimately, I decided against it. And I just bought their Bronze Age ink. And again, we'll be swatching that in a bit. Moving on to smaller things. Well, let me start with the smallish. I went again, this is from Inking Converters from Angela. She has this cool little stamp set that I think will work really well for snail mail. You can put like, there's an ink bottle stamp, so you can like use it and put down what ink you've used. There's a nib with sparkles stamp, and so my thinking is that I will use that to let them know what pen I'm using, or if there's a special nib. There is a wax seal with a heart stamp, so that's just going to be probably for decoration. And then also there is an open letter or envelope showing a letter stamp. So again, it's probably going to be for decoration, but it's super cute. Nice little set. This was $30 for a mini stamp set of 4, oil-based ink, pre-inked. So yeah, that was super cute, and I was happy to support. And then also from Inking Converters, I bought this pin for my book bag / jean jacket. And it's a color changing pin. By the time I got to her table, there were only like 2 color options left, but that's okay because this is cute and it's green, and I wonder what it changes to, but we'll find out later. And this is super cool because I had seen that Kirk from Pen Realm was doing these Pen Show edition nibs, and if you can see, if you can catch it, that's a hot dog. So that says 24 Chicago, and I got a medium nib, and I wonder, it probably is like a tuned nib, so I cannot wait to use this in a pen. Super cool idea to create like Pen Show edition nibs with like little logos, so that's super cute, and I love that it's a hot dog. And then I bought 2 things from Tori over at Stationery Universe, but I can't find the others, so for now we'll just use this. I bought this folded nib for my Kakimori nib holders, so just to put down a little bit more ink. And I have seen other people use this. By the way, I'm still wearing my hat, and I'm just now noticing, like, why am I wearing my hat? Sorry. But yeah, so I bought that from Stationery Universe. That is all for the smaller things. Now I want to move on to pens. This year I didn't get any pen grinds because the last time I did, I was like running around, and luckily I had scheduled an appointment with Gina. So I went to their table, and I left 3 pens with them. It's like, I think this is what I want, so thank you. And I'll need to go right away. So I left them alone and whatever. So anyway, I didn't do it this time. But one of the first pens that I purchased, this was Chicago Pen Show, I saw that Skoxy from Skoxy Pens, well, Zach from Skoxy Pens had posted a few pens on his website, and I saw this cute mini pocket pen. Well, it's not, is it a mini pocket pen or just a pocket pen? Anyway, it's a pocket pen, and it's a baby saguaro. So I knew I needed a pocket pen by Skoxy, so I went and got it. Went ahead and got it, shipped it immediately, and it's just adorable. I just inked it up last night with like a small international cartridge that he included. So I've been enjoying it for a little bit, and I found that it was actually quite comfortable holding it like this. Like, you can post it, and this is pretty smooth right here. Pretty nice that it actually kind of follows the shape of the pen, so it doesn't feel weird holding it. But I don't know, I'll give it a go with both because this is pretty okay. Also, I tend to just uncap it, put the cap down, and then write. So I kind of forget that I should probably post it, but it's almost not necessary because it can hold up like that position really well, or my hand can hold it pretty okay. So that was one, and he included a mini rickshaw sleeve. How cute is that? So okay, so this was, even though I didn't buy it at the show, it was like a week before it, and when I saw him at the pen show, he was like, yeah, I'm surprised you bought it because, you know, I was gonna see you here, but you never know, somebody else could have beat me to this. So there's that. Oh, okay, and here's what this is like, this right here is the pen. This is the first time that Zach and Amy from Skoxy were going to be at the Chicago Pen Show. So they didn't set up on Thursday. I set up on Thursday, which is mainly just trader day. Like, it's very slow. So I just set up and then left. But Zach and Amy had a smaller setup than I did, so they were able to set up on Friday. So as soon as I walked into that ballroom, I saw they had already set up, so I ran over to them, literally ran. There was nobody around yet, so I was able to look at all the pens before anybody was there, which I know. Is it cheating? I don't think so, because I woke up early and I made it happen. But I knew I wanted something from them at the pen show, so this is what I got. Are you guys ready? Ooh. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool, friends? So this is a Storm Winds blank material. I forget the name. I'm so sorry. I need to ask. And so this is super cool. And I got a cactus nib. Look at that. He had two nib options. One was a cactus. The other one was a surfboard. Kind of like this. But I opted for the cactus. And I either want to ink it up with like the Monarca Nopal, which is the cactus, or maybe Tierra Colorada. But I don't know. Now looking at the colors, like, I wonder if I should do something matchy, which is gonna be hard because I don't have any like colors in this range, and even this yellow is very pastel-y, so that's gonna be hard to find, but we'll figure it out. So that was my first pen purchase at the pen show. That was Friday morning. And then also I knew that both Michaela from White Bear Pens and Luke from Papa J Woodworks we're going to be walking around the showroom, the hotel, the show, with binders full of their pens, since neither of them had tables, which is okay. I think that's pretty awesome. Just go take your pens in a binder and, you know, show them around and see who wants some of them. And unfortunately for me, I reached them by the time that people had already purchased a few things, which is okay. I'm happy for them. But either way, I wanted to support. So then the next person that I purchased from was Michaela, and I got this super cool pen. super cool. I love that she's using these like clear or see-through caps, and that her nibs are all engraved with a little logo. Super cute. I think I got a medium here. And look at this. It's just, I love the color. I think this is an eel and anchor blank, because I've seen another one and it's got these like wispy little like shapes. So maybe that's what that is. I need to ask. So yeah, that was another pen I got, and she included the rickshaw sleeve, which is super cool. And then the pen that I got, oh, let me look at the, interesting. Different sizes. I got 3 different sizes now. And of course, Rickshaw had 2 different Sinclairs, and I wanted to buy one, but you know, I have my own, and so I have very many Sinclairs here at home. So I opted to not do it this time, but I don't know, I may get one later. And then the last pen that I got was one from Luke, and he had this super awesome pen. Now, when I was looking at it, at night, so it's kind of hard to see the material and admire it, but look at that. So this is a poorly controlled material who just popped out of nowhere, I feel like, on my Instagram stories and feed. And I think, well, I forget the pronouns, but I'm just gonna use they, them, because I don't know right now. They are doing super cool stuff. So definitely somebody to keep your eye on. And if you see something, reach out and see if you can buy it, so you can have one of these cool pen makers make you a cool pen. And I got, what did I get here? What's the nib size? I can't tell. It's probably a medium or a broad. But yeah, it's super nice. And then the last thing that I purchased, which was not at the Chicago Pen Show, it was online a week later, or a few days later. Luke had posted this super awesome dip pen in this eel and anchor material. And this is why I was thinking that the White Bear pens is that same maker, because it's got those signature, like, yeah, it's like similar, you know, so it could be, but I'll confirm. But look at this, like, look at the colors, friends. The yellow, the pink, this aqua, the purple. It's so beautiful and so fun, and I love the shape. This is super comfortable to me. And it's actually a little bit longer than his other dip pen. Where's the other dip pen that I had? Found it. So this is the first dip pen that Luke made for me. In this, because the blank maker is using like a different size, Luke opted to take advantage of the full size and just do a full, like a bigger or taller dip pen, which I think was smart, because you want to get as much of that material, right? So yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, you can see how long it is, but it's super cool too. So I'll be using this to swatch. Wait, no, I think I'm going to be using this because I wanted to use the brass nib. Although I could easily move them. So, all right, I switched them out. Let me just dip the nib in some clean water, and let's just quickly swatch the colors. I'm gonna start with like probably the lighter colors, that way I don't make messes or anything. So, and I'm going to use this sorry, I hate seeing the price tags on the screen. I'm gonna use this Maruman notebook, and I'm gonna start with the Franklin Christoph Bronze Age ink, and there is no shimmer, but I'm just gonna swish it around a little bit. Cute. So this is, and I'm sorry in advance if the table is shaking. That's beautiful. That's so cool. So that is the Bronze Age. That's super cool. I'm gonna enjoy that. I should have bought a few more bottles of that. Alrighty, and the next color I'm doing is Diversity Harbor. Some people say Diversity. I say Diversity, and I think that's how many people in Chicago say it too. So I'm gonna switch it around a little bit. It doesn't have shimmer, but I just want to make sure like there's nothing concentrated. Online, this looked like a super cool blue color. So I was really happy to have that. And Endurilum inks are pretty fun. So let's see. Oh, I got a lot. Nice, like denim blue type of blue color. Just super nice, super beautiful. And as usual, let me get some ink off of my nib. There you go. And I love how these bottles give you plenty of room for activities, as I like to say. Just plenty of room for you to play around. Like, if you have a super wide pen, then you won't have any issues like dipping your pen in there. Now, the last one that we're going to do is the Faceless Lady from Papier Plume. And as we notice, there is shimmer. So we're just going to swish it around a little bit. Actually, I may shake it a lot because of the shimmer. Looks like we did pretty okay. I really love their little these guys, and I don't want to open it, but I also want to check out the colors, so we're gonna open it. Oh, I'm happy that it stuck to the cap only. So cool. Okay, let's act quickly because this is a shimmery color. Oh, these three colors are such a vibe. I'm gonna do one more. That's a little bit of cheating because it wasn't really a continuous line. But that is so fun. Oh man. Let's cap our little bottle. Look at this, friends. Look at these ink colors. These are so good together. I see the shimmer. Do you see the shimmer here? And these two little... Hopefully you can see it, but it's a super cool ink color. I really like all three of them. So, yeah, super cool colors. Like, did they all get together and agree on a palette? Because that's what it looks like. Even though I don't think the Franklin Christoph is like a Chicago Pen Show edition or exclusive, it just goes really well together with the rest of the colors. So these two are super nice. Yeah, so good. Anyway, I'm really happy with my inks. So yes, friends, I know it was a very small amount of shopping, but I personally had a fantastic pen show. I met a lot of people that I hadn't met previously. And for my shop, Amarillo Stationery, we did amazing. And I took less than other pen shows. But everybody loved the rickshaw stuff. So thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching my little videos. I'll catch you again next time. Bye-bye.